Yes, everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing our Game Week 2 predictions. We already did our Game Week 1 predictions. If you didn't see that, check that out here. But in that video, we discussed the rules and how the point system works. So if you're not too sure, head on down to that video. But without further ado, let's get straight into this one. So in last week's episode, I accumulated 16 points, and Lee accumulated 20. It's just me for today. Leah sent his predictions as well, so I'll be running through them as I do mine. And first game to kick it off is West Ham versus Chelsea. Now, West Ham didn't get off to the best of starts. Graham Potter already under some immense pressure after losing 3-0 to Sunderland. It wasn't a great performance. They looked horrific in that game, to be honest. Chelsea as well didn't have the best of starts, drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace. Didn't look at their best, but Palace are a solid team. So for me, I'm going to go with Chelsea 2-0 win here. I'm going with João Pedro and Cole Palmer to get the goals for Chelsea. And Lee has gone with 3-1 Chelsea. He's got Jarrod Bowen to score for West Ham. And for Chelsea, he's gone with João Pedro, Cole Palmer and Jamie Bino Gittins. On to the next game now. 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. We have Manchester City versus Tottenham. I'm going to go with 2-1 Man City here. I'm going to go with Haaland and Omar Mamouche to score. And for Tottenham, I'm going to go with Brendan Johnson. Lee has gone with a 2-2 draw. For Man City, he's got Haaland and Mamouche to score. And for Tottenham, he's also got Brendan Johnson, but he's also got Kudos. Now to the Vitality Stadium, we've got AFC Bournemouth versus Wolves. Now, Wolves didn't get off to the best of starts, obviously. Had a heavy defeat at home to Manchester City, 4-0. Them games can go that way. And Bournemouth as well had a tough start, had Liverpool away from home at Anfield, suffered a 4-2 loss. Didn't do too bad in that game, especially Semenyo, he played well. But I'm going to go with 2-1 Bournemouth here. I'm going to go with Semenyo to score again. And I'm going to go with Ivan Nilsson. And for Wolves, I'm going to go with their main man up top, Strand Larsen. Lee has gone with a 2-0 Bournemouth win. He's got Semenyo and also Ivan Nilsson to score. Now onto Brentford versus Aston Villa. Brentford had a poor start, really, didn't they? Didn't look great at all against Nottingham Forest. We're 3-0 down, I think, at half-time, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, they've not had a great start. And Villa as well, some off-the-pitch rumblings, after Jacob Ramsey left. Players seem to be quite angry with his exit, pointing to the club's PSR issues and the limits they face, so they may be a bit, ruffled up. So I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw here. I feel like Brentford needs to get back on track. Villa are not looking at their best, so it could be a draw here. I'm going to go with Kevin Shard and Igor Thiago to score for Brentford. For Villa, I'm going to go with John McGinn and Ollie Watkins. Lee has gone with a 2-0 Aston Villa win. He's got Ivan Gussan, the new sign-in, to get both goals in that game. On to the next one now. We have Burnley versus Sunderland. Now, Sunderland, what a start they had, at home, 3-0. Their new signings have gelled together already, looks like. You got the likes of Habib Diarra in there, who looks very good. And I'm going to go with a 2-0 Sunderland win here. Obviously, Burnley had a poor start, lost 3-0. Haven't really brought in the players to survive like Sunderland have as well. Obviously lost Josh Brownhill, which is a huge loss for them. So yeah, 2-0 for Sunderland, and I'm going to go with Mayenda and Habib Diarra to score for Sunderland. Lee has also gone with a 2-0 Sunderland win, but for both of his goals, he's got Simon Adingra to get a brace. Up next, we have Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. Now, Palace obviously had a very good result against Chelsea away from home. Something against a good Forest side as well, off the back of that win against Brentford. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Palace win here. I'm going to go with Mateta and Munoz to get the goals for Palace. And for Forest, I'm going to go with Undoy. I was very impressed with him against Brentford, so I feel like he'll contribute to Forest here. Lee has gone with 2-1 to Forest, so the other way round. And he's got Chris Wood and Ndoye to score for Nottingham Forest. And for Palace, he's gone with Mateta. Up next, we have the Gunners Arsenal versus Leeds. Now, Leeds got off to a really good start, played very well against Everton in their 1-0 win. Maybe lucky with a handball incident, but, you be the judge of that. Arsenal didn't have a great start, wasn't too impressive against Man United, but they got the job done. They got 3 points away from home at Old Trafford, and they could be very vital points coming towards the end of the season. So for me, I'm going to go with Arsenal win here. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. Victor Gyökeres, I feel like, will score. Saka to get a brace. And for me, the lead goal scorer, Tanaka. I feel like he was very, very good in that Everton game. He looked like he was everywhere, very tenacious, hard working, so I feel like he will get a goal. He had a few chances in that Everton game as well to slide away, so yeah, I feel like he'll score. Lee has gone with a 4-0 Arsenal win. He's also got Victor Gyökeres to score. He's got a Saka brace as well. and he's got Gabriel getting on the app. Up next we have Everton versus Brighton. Now Everton, as I just touched on with Leeds, they had a poor game. You know, they didn't look anywhere near what they were at the back end of last season, but it's their first game at their new ground. You know, the crowd are going to be up for it. It's going to be very hostile for Brighton. So for me, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Everton win here. I feel like they're going to have the momentum of the fans, you know, behind them. And I feel like they're going to pull through. So I'm going to go with Alcaraz and Beto to score for Everton. And for Brighton, I'm going to go with Minter. I feel like he's always a threat on that right-hand side for Brighton. Lee has gone with a 1-1 draw. He's got Matoma to score for Brighton and Tiano Barry to get his first goal on his home debut. Up next, we have Fulham versus Manchester United. Now, Fulham obviously scored a late goal against Brighton. Rodrigo Muniz getting that goal. Haven't really recruited well, to be honest, Fulham. Haven't really made any good signings. Man United, on the other hand, they were, even though they lost, they were probably the better team in that game versus Arsenal. So, for me, I'm going to go with Manchester United win here. I'm going to go 1-0. And I'm going to have Matheus Cunha. I feel like he looked very, very sharp in that game against Arsenal. And I feel like he'll score. So, yeah, Cunha. And Lee has gone with a 2-1 Manchester United win. He's also got Cunha to score. He's got Mbeumo. And for Fulham, he's got Iwobi. Now, last but not least, Newcastle versus Liverpool. Now, this is going to be a cracker of a game, I think. You know, Newcastle, with what's going on with Isak, potentially going to Liverpool. The fans are going to be up for it. It's going to be a very, very hostile place to be for Liverpool players. But I feel like Liverpool do have a good record at St James's Park. I'm thinking back to the Darwin Núñez 2 goals at the end to secure 3 points. I think they had 10 men as well in that game. So I feel like they can, you know, ride the wave and get through that hostility. And I'll go, yeah, 2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to go Joe Linton to score for Newcastle. I feel like he'll be up for it. And Salah and Gakpo for Liverpool. Lee has gone with a 3-2 Liverpool win. He's got Anthony Gordon and Elanga to score for Newcastle. And for Liverpool, he's got Salah, Ekitike and Florian Wirtz. That is that for that video, guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like on the video, as it's very appreciated. What do you think of our predictions? Let us know in the comments down below. What are your predictions as well for the Game Week 2 matchups? We'll catch you in the next one.